Embarrassing. Absolutely shambolic. There's no words for that performance. No words. How? How? We can't even blame other teams and claim that they're bottle job FC when we've done the exact same thing. Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Carl Blay, and this is your review for the Chelsea versus Arsenal game, which ended 2-2 at Stamford Bridge. And even though we didn't lose, it's diabolical. It's not good enough. It's not good enough, and I'm devastated. Like, I'm distraught because, the thing is as well, we don't deserve to win that game. And to be honest, the way that Arsenal defended, the way that Arteta got his tactics right, Arsenal probably even should have won the game given the circumstances. Given the circumstances, that is an embarrassing performance. Embarrassing. And what the depressing part is? We started the game so brightly. We started the game so brightly. The first 20 to 30 minutes, we were by far the superior team, moving the ball quickly, utilising the flanks, moving between the half spaces. We were keeping Arsenal under so much pressure. We pressed as a unit, high intensive pressure, gegenpress as you like. We pressed in numbers, we moved the ball quickly, 4-3-3, with Jorginho in a natural position, controlling, dictating the game. And we finally found our breakthrough. Red card from Arsenal, David Luiz. He's one of our own, he got sent off. Jorginho then slots the penalty away, and you're thinking, you know what, surely it's game over, because in the Premier League, in a competitive league like this, when you have a player sent off, it's almost impossible to go on to win the game. And if you're 1-0 down, it's very, very difficult to even draw the game. So, I'm thinking, if we carry on the intensity, if we focus on cleaning the game, this should be a very good job. It's one of the centre backs as well, crucial position. David Luiz nullified. But no, we have to remember that this is Chelsea Football Club. And honestly, why? Like, why? We always make things so difficult for ourselves. We always make things so difficult for ourselves when it necessarily isn't even required. It's not even required. I'm honestly gobsmacked. I'm speechless because we went 1-0 up. We had the superior advantage of upper men. We were at home. We had the crowd behind us. We were by far the better team. More shots on goal, more possession, more attempts. We had Arsenal by the balls, and we still yet bottled the game. 1-0 half time fairs, especially towards the last 5-10 minutes, Arsenal started to grow into the match. I could understand, just keep the lead at half time, regroup, and then of course when you play with a team of 10 men, you're going to be naturally more tired because you have less men, so you're using up more energy to recover the ball, move the ball, etc. etc. And then the most unlikeliest of events occurs around the 60th minute. Around the 60th minute, one of the most unlikeliest of events, we get a corner. And do you want the depressing thing is as well? I had a little inkling before that corner. I was thinking, what are the odds that Arsenal, when they get the ball here and they're going to counter from this corner and score? I was saying, what are the odds? I had a little inkling, little deep thought, and exactly that happened. I was fuming. I had my fork, I had a plate of dessert. I was eating, chucking it, and I'll tell you right now, the dessert went everywhere. It went all over my room. I was fuming. I was, oh my days. And the thing is as well, the reason why I say it's the most unlikeliest of events is Kante slips. He slips at the most pivotal point. The most pivotal point. It's literally 2v1. Kante's about to tackle Martinelli on the halfway line. He then slips and Martinelli has a clean run through, one-on-one versus Kepa, and he slots into the bottom corner, 1-1. Honestly, diabolical. But this is the point, yeah. We say it's the most unlikeliest of events, but we should have killed the game off ages ago. We should have killed the game off much in the first half, or at least leading up to Arsenal's first equaliser, because how is it 1-0 when Arsenal were 10 men for the majority of the game? How is it still only 1-0 with Arsenal going into the game and looking like we're the ones with 10 men? Is unacceptable. It's honestly unacceptable, and it's a joke. And I'll tell you this now, I'll be straight up, I'll be honest. If we play like that, if we continue playing like that, we ain't getting top four. Forget it. Forget it. We ain't getting shit. We ain't getting top four. Forget it. And the other thing I want to mention as well is regarding the transfer window. Now, regarding January transfer window, we need to make signings. If we want to get top four and secure Champions League football, we need to make signings. It was so evident when Batshuayi came on and he missed that sitter to save our skin and win the game 3-2, and he bottled a tap in. He bottled a tap in. Now let's be serious. Now it was a sitter. Hence why I'll keep stressing we need to sign a prolific goal scorer to help us get through for the rest of the season. Because I'm sorry, Batshuayi ain't cutting the mustard. He ain't cutting the mustard, and when Tammy isn't scoring, we lack goal scorers. It's as simple as that. And we're in a position now where, we're still, 10 points ahead of Arsenal. It's 2 points dropped 100% given the circumstances. United can now close the gap. And now we're in a very precarious position now. Very, very precarious position. And even in the second half, the fact that we didn't even kill the game is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And Arsenal, fully credit to them. They deserve that point. And there's a few other things I want to mention as well. They get the equaliser, fine. But regroup, pick up that intensity. It might be the kick up the arse that required for the Chelsea players. But no, in a way, yes, Mason Mount came on, given that attacking threat. He has an eye for a goal, good at operating the half spaces, give a bit of energy to us. Batshuayi came on as well to give, two up front with Tammy Abraham. And honestly speaking, it was a shambles. And the other thing as well, I don't understand Lampard's tactical point of view. Going for two up top, I have no problem. You're going for the game, you're going for the 3 points, but it left us tactically exposed for the counter, because what happened was we got the second goal, we restored our lead, but when you have two strikers on the pitch, you have less defensive players and you're more susceptible to conceding again. Yes, I know Arsenal on 10 men, but it's exactly what happened. The Batshuayi and Tammy Abraham came on together. Azpi then got the win. You're thinking, yes, finally, yes, the performance was dreadful today, but we got the 3 points. That's all that matters. We can forget today. We got the 3 points. We can move on. That's vital for our top 4 race. And you're thinking it's done. Arsenal, 10 men away from home. Surely not. But I mean, I'm speaking to a fucking brick wall here, because at the end of the day, this is Chelsea. We like to make things uncomfortable. It's just a Chelsea. There's that meme you guys may know with that bald guy when he goes, it's a Chelsea thing. We go 1-0 up with half an hour on the clock. Arsenal gets sent off. We're at home as well. We have the crowd, the intensity, and then we bottle it and draw 2-2. It's a Chelsea thing. What can we say? What can I say? What more do you want me to say? Honestly, it's a diabolical shambles. It actually is. It's not even funny at this point. It's just depressing. I mean, how can you, with 10 men, it's embarrassing. This is a Premier League and this is Chelsea here. Any other Chelsea team would not be slipping. Yeah, a lead like that with 10 men against Arsenal, it's truly embarrassing. And then, we restore our lead. We'll take the 3 points at this point. And then the second equaliser from Arsenal. I mean, if I speak, I might need to do a Jose Mourinho here. If I speak, I am in big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble. I prefer not to speak. Because, end of the day, what was that, man? It's schoolboy errors, schoolboy defending. I mean, you wouldn't even see that in under 12s, for fuck's sake. You wouldn't even see that at Sunday League. You have 4 men around Bellerin. 4 men. 4 men around Bellerin. Jorginho turns his back. Yeah. Azpilicueta and Emerson turn their back. And he just rolls into it. And I'm sorry. Many of you guys will know I am one of Kepa's ardent supporters. But recently, I have no clue what's happened to this guy. I've got no clue. We know his save percentage has been atrocious, worse than league as well, 51%. He's had 2 shots he's faced. He's faced 2 shots this game and he conceded twice. First one you can't blame. Second, yes, you can argue the 4 players in front, it's embarrassing. They have to be doing better defensively. But come on, man, you have to be bailing your team out. Yes, defensively we know we're atrocious, but you have to be bailing your team at times there. That's what top keepers do, and I'm afraid it's embarrassing. I think what needs to happen here is there's many factors why Kepa's poor at the moment. He has a poor goalkeeping coach in Hilario. I don't care what anyone says. Coaching staff, because he was a top keeper last season. He showed world-class potential. He was top 3 in the Premier League. You don't go crap overnight. We still have to keep faith. Goalkeeping coach is a big issue. The type of tactics that are used. Confidence is definitely crushed at this current moment in time. Potentially we need to give him competition. Maybe Caballero isn't giving it enough competition, giving that motivation as well. And Lampard's tactical point of view keeps saying we need to move the ball quicker. We need to look at attackers. But defensively, we haven't been good this season either. We have leaked too many goals this season. And defensively is an area we need to be looking at. But overall, looking at the game, it's embarrassing. It's not good enough. It's unacceptable, especially in the position and circumstances we had. Honestly, it's stupendous. I don't even want to speak about it because it boils my blood every time I think about this game. We have to move on now. We didn't lose. I guess that's a positive. Few positives, good performances. But overall, it's it's a shit show, absolute shit show, embarrassing. But yeah, gonna wrap up the review there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are on here. Make sure the bell notification for every time I do upload, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.